Have you ever woken up in the morning, placed your feet on the ground, and felt that sharp, burning ache in your joints that made you whisper to yourself, "Is this what aging really has to feel like?" For Evelyn, an 86-year-old grandmother, that moment almost stole her joy. She was active, sharp, and full of love for her family. But inflammation in her knees and hands made her feel like her body was betraying her. But just 2 days after she tried a simple turmeric recipe, something she already had in her spice cabinet, her pain began to melt away. And what happened next is the reason I'm sharing this story with you today. Because this isn't just about turmeric. This is about reclaiming your independence, your dignity, and your hope. It's about unlocking a shift in how we see our health. Not as something slipping away with age, but as something we can nourish, protect, and even rebuild. Stay with me, because the last lesson Evelyn learned might be the very one that changes the way you see your health starting tonight. Each of the lessons Evelyn discovered is more than just a tip. They're wake-up calls, the kind that shake you out of resignation and remind you you're still in control. These aren't theories, they're truths, backed by science and lived by real people like Evelyn. And if you let them, they could be lifelines for you too. Stick around, not just to learn, but to reflect. Because the last truth might be the one that finally helps you see your pain, not as a prison, but as a message with a key hidden inside. 1. Healing starts with attention, not denial. Here's the bold truth. Pain is not a life sentence. It's a signal. But too many seniors deny it, numb it, or try to ignore it. Evelyn did the same for months. She told herself, "Hey, it's just aging. I'll live with it." But her pain didn't just stay, it grew. Until one morning, she couldn't open her jar of jam for breakfast. And that tiny moment, something so ordinary, broke her heart. That's when she realized denial wasn't saving her. It was costing her. Science backs this up. Chronic inflammation is often silent before it screams. By the time you feel pain, your body has already been fighting battles inside. Ignoring it only lets it spread. Takeaway? Healing begins when you stop running from the message and start listening to it. Evelyn's first victory wasn't turmeric, it was courage. Courage to face the truth that her body was calling out for help. And when you take that step, a door opens. But then the bigger question comes, now that I've admitted the pain, what do I actually do about it? That's where Evelyn's kitchen discovery changed everything. 2. Simplicity is powerful. The second truth is this. Sometimes the most profound solutions come from the simplest places. Evelyn didn't find relief in an expensive prescription. She didn't stumble on a complex supplement with 20 unpronounceable ingredients. She found it in a bright orange spice sitting in her pantry. Turmeric. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound so powerful that over 5,000 studies have shown its anti-inflammatory effects rival some pharmaceuticals. But here's the catch. Curcumin by itself doesn't absorb well in the body. That's why Evelyn added black pepper, which boosts absorption by 2,000%. Then she squeezed in fresh lemon juice, rich in vitamin C to fight free radicals and support joint healing. Simple, affordable, accessible. The first night she tried it, she felt warmth spread through her joints. But it was the second day that shocked her. She woke up, stood from her bed, and for the first time in months, walked to her kitchen without gripping the wall. That's when she realized healing doesn't always have to be complicated. Sometimes it's already within reach. But a single sip, while powerful, isn't enough. And that brings us to the next truth. 3. Consistency multiplies healing. Comfort can come in a moment, but transformation? That comes with consistency. Evelyn could have treated turmeric as a one-time experiment. Instead, she made it a ritual. Every morning and every evening, she drank her golden tea. Science supports this rhythm. Studies show daily turmeric can reduce inflammation markers like CRP, C-reactive protein by up to 30%, but only when taken regularly. Within 2 days, Evelyn felt relief. Within a week, her morning stiffness was cut in half. Within a month, she was climbing her garden steps again. The truth here is clear. Healing isn't a pill you take once. It's a practice you commit to, and here's where the story takes a fascinating turn. Because while Evelyn's body was healing, something else, something even deeper, was happening too. Fourth, mind and body are co-authors of healing. The fourth truth is often ignored by doctors. Healing is not just physical, it's emotional and mental too. Every time Evelyn sat down with her steaming mug, she wasn't just soothing her body. She was telling her mind, I am worth caring for. That belief is not trivial. It's biological. Research in psychoneuroimmunology shows that our thoughts influence our immune system. When you shift from despair to hope, your body produces healing-friendly hormones, lowers stress-induced inflammation, and speeds recovery. Evelyn wasn't just drinking turmeric. She was drinking self-respect, self-love, and hope. And her body responded. But her healing journey revealed one more truth. And this one may matter most because it stretches beyond her. 5. Healing multiplies when it's shared. Here's the final truth. Health is contagious. When Evelyn's granddaughter saw her newfound energy, she asked about the recipe. Evelyn taught her. Soon her granddaughter wasn't just drinking turmeric tea, she was cooking with turmeric too. Together they laughed in the kitchen, passing down not just a recipe but a tradition of care. And that's when Evelyn realized healing doesn't just stop with us, it spreads when we share it. Your healing, your courage to try, to change, to commit, could inspire your children, your spouse, your community. One cup in your hands could ripple into a dozen lives touched. And that, perhaps, is the greatest gift of all. Let's look back for a moment. Evelyn's transformation wasn't magic. It was a series of truths. 1. She paid attention instead of denying. 2. She embraced simplicity with turmeric, black pepper, and lemon. 3. She committed to consistency. 4. She nurtured her mind and body connection. 5. And she shared her healing, multiplying it. These aren't just lessons, they're lifelines. If even one stirred something inside you, don't let it go. Tell me in the comments, what truth spoke to you most? Was it the courage to face pain? The reminder of consistency? Or the power of passing healing down? I read every story, and often your words inspire the next video. And if this story gave you hope, even a flicker, give it a like. That small act helps more people find stories that matter. And if you felt something real here, subscribe. Not for me, but for you. Because this is a community where we don't just talk. We grow, we heal, and we remind each other that no matter the age, the story isn't over. Because your next chapter doesn't begin tomorrow. It begins now.